Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session. I'm excited to introduce our first slide for the BSc Nursing first-year course. Today, we'll be exploring applied anatomy with a focus on the digestive system, as outlined in the KUHS syllabus. Over the course of this presentation, we'll cover the structure and function of the digestive system, its importance in health, and some key concepts to help you in your nursing studies. Let's get started. Today, I want to talk about the digestive system and its vital role in our body. It's responsible for several key processes: ingestion, which is how we take in food; digestion, where food is broken down into smaller, more manageable pieces; absorption, where nutrients are taken up by our body to be used; and elimination, which is the removal of waste products. The system includes two main parts: the alimentary canal, which is basically the long tube that runs from our mouth all the way to the anus, and the accessory organs like the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder that support digestion, but aren't part of the main canal itself. The main function of this entire system is to convert the food we eat into nutrients and energy our bodies need to function properly. So, everything from breaking down our meals to delivering essential nutrients to our cells is covered by this incredible system. This sets the foundation for understanding how our body processes what we consume and keeps us energized and healthy. Let's take a look at the organs of the digestive tract. Starting at the mouth, this is where the process begins, with the mechanical and chemical breakdown of food. Moving back, we have the pharynx, which serves as a pathway for both food and air. Next is the esophagus, a muscular tube that transports food from the mouth to the stomach. The stomach itself is a key organ where food is further broken down by acids and enzymes. From there, the small intestine takes over, playing a vital role in nutrient absorption. Following that, the large intestine absorbs water and forms waste. The rectum acts as a storage site for feces, leading to the anal canal, through which waste is expelled. In addition to these main organs, we have accessory organs that support digestion. The salivary glands produce saliva to begin carbohydrate digestion. The liver produces bile, which helps break down fats, and the gallbladder stores this bile until needed. The pancreas secretes enzymes that assist in digesting proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Together, these organs work seamlessly to process food, extract nutrients, and eliminate waste, illustrating the complexity and efficiency of our digestive system. Understanding this overall structure helps us appreciate how interconnected and vital each part is in maintaining our health. Let's take a closer look at this diagram of the digestive system. As you can see, it highlights the main organs involved in processing our food. Starting at the top, we have the mouth, where digestion begins with chewing and saliva that starts breaking down carbohydrates. Moving down, food travels through the esophagus into the stomach, which acts like a mixing chamber using acids and enzymes to break down food further. From there, the partially digested food moves into the small intestine, which is really the center of nutrient absorption. Here, enzymes from the pancreas and bile from the liver work together to break down fats, proteins, and carbs, allowing nutrients to pass into the bloodstream. Next, the remaining material goes into the large intestine, where water is absorbed and waste is concentrated. Finally, waste is expelled through the rectum and anus. This diagram really emphasizes how interconnected and efficient our digestive organs are. Understanding this process helps us see how nutrition impacts overall health, which ties into our broader theme of maintaining a healthy body through proper nutrition and digestive health. Let's take a closer look at the accessory organs diagram. This slide highlights the key organs that support the main functions of the digestive system, even though they aren't part of the direct alimentary canal. You'll notice the liver, which plays a crucial role in producing bile to help digest fats. Next, the gallbladder stores and concentrates this bile, releasing it when needed during digestion. The pancreas is another vital organ, producing enzymes that break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, as well as secreting insulin to regulate blood sugar levels. These accessory organs work together seamlessly to ensure the digestive process runs smoothly. Understanding their functions helps us see the bigger picture of how the body efficiently processes and absorbs nutrients, which is the core theme of this presentation. Let's walk through the functions of these key digestive organs. First, the mouth. This is where ingestion happens, and it's also where chewing breaks down food into smaller, more manageable pieces. This process is crucial because it starts the digestion process right from the beginning. Next, we have the pharynx, which acts as a passageway for food as we swallow. It ensures that food moves smoothly from the mouth to the esophagus without entering the respiratory pathways. Moving on to the esophagus, this tube uses a series of coordinated muscular contractions called peristalsis to propel food downward toward the stomach. It's an impressive example of how the body moves food efficiently without conscious effort. In the stomach, food is mixed with gastric juices, which contain acids and enzymes. This combination transforms the food into a semi-liquid substance called chyme, preparing it for further digestion. The small intestine is where the major digestion and absorption occur. Enzymes from the pancreas and bile from the liver work together here to break down nutrients, which are then absorbed into the bloodstream to nourish the body. Finally, the large intestine primarily absorbs water from the remaining indigestible material, turning it into feces. It also plays a role in consolidating waste for elimination. Together, these organs form a coordinated system that processes food efficiently, ensuring our bodies get the nutrients they need while managing waste effectively. Saliva is composed of approximately 99.5% water, which plays a crucial role in moistening our mouth and beginning the digestive process. The remaining 0.5% consists of solids, including various important components. Among these are mucus, which helps lubricate food and protect the oral tissues. Enzymes such as amylase are vital because they start breaking down starches right in the mouth, while lysozyme provides an antibacterial effect, helping to control microbes. Additionally, saliva contains electrolytes that maintain the right balance of minerals and fluids, supporting overall oral health. It also has antibacterial substances that contribute to protecting your mouth from infections. These diverse components work together to make saliva not just a simple fluid, but a complex and essential part of both digestion and oral defense, which ties into the broader theme of how our body prepares and protects itself for digestion and overall health. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. Saliva is actually regulated by the parasympathetic nerves, specifically the facial and glossopharyngeal nerves. When we see, smell, or even just think about food, these nerves get stimulated, which triggers saliva production. It's pretty fascinating how our brain and senses work together to prepare our mouth for eating. Now, the functions of saliva are quite essential. It not only lubricates food, making it easier to swallow, but it also kickstarts carbohydrate digestion right in the mouth. Plus, saliva has antibacterial properties, helping to keep our mouth clean and reduce the risk of infections. And let's not forget, saliva also plays a vital role in our ability to taste food and speak clearly. So, it's really a multifunctional fluid that supports many aspects of digestion and oral health. Understanding how saliva is regulated and functions helps us appreciate how complex and efficient our body's systems are in preparing for digestion. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. Let's take a closer look at the composition and functions of gastric juice. It mainly consists of several key components: HCl, pepsinogen, mucus, intrinsic factor, and lipase. Each of these has a specific role in digestion and protecting the stomach. HCl, or hydrochloric acid, is crucial because it kills bacteria that enter with food, helping to keep us safe from infections. Pepsinogen is an inactive enzyme that gets converted into pepsin in the acidic environment. Pepsin then begins the process of digesting proteins. Mucus is another important component. It lines the stomach lining and provides a protective barrier, preventing the acid from damaging the tissue underneath. Without this mucus layer, the stomach would be at risk of ulcers and erosion. Intrinsic factor might sound less familiar, but it's essential for absorbing vitamin B12, which is vital for red blood cell production and nerve function. Lastly, lipase is an enzyme that starts breaking down fats, although its activity in the stomach is limited compared to other parts of the digestive system. So overall, gastric juice is a well-coordinated mixture designed not only to digest food efficiently, but also to protect the stomach itself. Each component has a specific function that contributes to the overall process of digestion and nutrient absorption. Now let's look at how gastric secretion is regulated through different phases. First, we have the cephalic phase, which is triggered by the sight or smell of food. This phase is mediated through the vagus nerve, preparing the stomach for digestion even before food enters. Next is the gastric phase, which kicks in when food actually enters the stomach and causes it to stretch. This distension stimulates the release of the hormone gastrin, which further promotes secretion. Lastly, there's the intestinal phase, which is controlled by hormones like secretin and cholecystokinin, or CCK. These hormones help regulate and slow down gastric secretion as the food moves into the intestines. Altogether, these phases work together to ensure that gastric secretion is finely tuned to the body's needs during digestion. Let's talk about pancreatic juice, which is a vital part of the digestion process. It contains bicarbonate, which plays a crucial role in neutralizing the stomach acid as it enters the small intestine. This neutralization is essential because it creates the optimal pH environment for enzymes to work effectively. In addition to bicarbonate, pancreatic juice is rich in enzymes like amylase, lipase, trypsin, chymotrypsin, and carboxyptidase. Each of these enzymes has a specific function. Amylase breaks down carbohydrates into simple sugars, lipase digests fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and the proteases like trypsin, chymotrypsin, and carboxyptidase are responsible for breaking down proteins into smaller peptides and amino acids. By combining these components, pancreatic juice not only neutralizes stomach acid, but also ensures that carbohydrates, fats, and proteins are efficiently broken down for absorption in the small intestine. This highlights how the pancreas plays a central role in digestion, supporting the overall process of nutrient absorption and energy production. Let's take a closer look at how pancreatic secretion is regulated. First, secretin plays a key role by stimulating the secretion of bicarbonate, which is crucial for neutralizing stomach acid as it enters the small intestine. This helps create an optimal environment for digestive enzymes to work effectively. On the other hand, CCK, or cholecystokinin, primarily stimulates the secretion of digestive enzymes from the pancreas. These enzymes are essential for breaking down proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Together, these hormones coordinate to ensure the pancreas responds appropriately to the presence of food in the digestive tract. This regulation is vital for efficient digestion and absorption of nutrients, which ties back to the overall theme of how the body optimally manages digestion through hormonal control. Let's take a closer look at the functions of the liver. First, it secretes bile, which is essential for digesting fats. The liver also stores important substances like glycogen, which is a stored form of glucose, as well as vitamins and iron. These reserves are crucial for maintaining overall health and energy levels. Moving on, the liver plays a vital role in metabolizing nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, so your body can use them effectively. It's also responsible for detoxifying drugs and other harmful substances that enter your bloodstream. Additionally, the liver helps form plasma proteins, which are important for blood clotting and maintaining blood volume. Lastly, it helps regulate your body temperature, contributing to your overall homeostasis. All these functions highlight just how central the liver is to keeping your body balanced and functioning properly, tying into our broader discussion of how vital organ systems support your health. Let's take a closer look at the gallbladder and pancreas. The gallbladder's main role is to store and concentrate bile, which is produced by the liver. When we eat fatty foods, the gallbladder releases this bile into the small intestine to help break down fats effectively. Moving on to the pancreas, it has a dual function. It acts as an exocrine gland, secreting enzymes that aid in digesting carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. At the same time, it functions as an endocrine gland by releasing hormones like insulin and glucagon, which are crucial for regulating blood sugar levels. Both of these organs are essential parts of our digestive system, working together to ensure that nutrients are properly digested and absorbed. Their roles highlight how interconnected our body's systems are, especially in maintaining overall health and metabolism. Now let's take a closer look at bile, focusing on its composition and functions. Bile is primarily made up of water, which provides the base, but it also contains bile salts, pigments, and cholesterol. These components work together to perform several vital roles. For instance, bile emulsifies fats, breaking them down into smaller droplets, which makes it easier for our digestive enzymes to do their job. This process is essential for efficient fat digestion and absorption. Additionally, bile aids in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like D, E, and K. Without bile, our bodies would struggle to absorb these important nutrients. Lastly, bile helps eliminate bilirubin, which is a pigment derived from the breakdown of red blood cells. This elimination process is crucial for preventing the buildup of waste products in our body. Overall, bile's composition and functions are integral to healthy digestion and nutrient absorption, connecting directly to how our body processes and utilizes fats and fat-soluble vitamins. Now, let's talk about the secretions from our intestines. The small intestine plays a crucial role here by secreting intestinal juice that contains a variety of enzymes. These enzymes, like peptidase, sucrase, and lipase, are essential for breaking down proteins, sugars, and fats, respectively. They make the nutrients small enough to be absorbed effectively. On the other hand, the large intestine primarily secretes mucus. This mucus is vital because it lubricates the passage of stool and protects the intestinal lining. Additionally, the large intestine absorbs water, which helps form solid waste, and it also absorbs important vitamins like B and K. Both the small and large intestines work together seamlessly, not just in digestion, but also in ensuring our body gets the nutrients it needs and maintains fluid and electrolyte balance. This coordination highlights how integral intestinal secretions are to our overall digestive health. Let's take a closer look at the movements of the alimentary tract. First, we have peristalsis, which is essentially a wave-like movement that pushes food through the digestive system. It's like a ripple traveling along the tube, propelling the food forward efficiently. Next is segmentation, which occurs mainly in the small intestine. This movement isn't about pushing food along, but rather about mixing it thoroughly with digestive enzymes, ensuring better nutrient absorption. Moving on, in the large intestine, we see mass peristalsis. This is a stronger, more coordinated movement that occurs periodically to move waste towards the rectum, ultimately leading to defecation. These different types of movements are key to how our digestive system functions smoothly, coordinating the processing and transport of food from entry to exit. They highlight the complexity and efficiency of our alimentary tract. Now, let's walk through the digestion process. In the mouth, starches are broken down into maltose with the help of an enzyme called amylase. It's the first step in turning complex carbs into simpler sugars. Moving to the stomach, proteins are targeted and broken into smaller pieces called peptides by an enzyme called pepsin. This is essential because proteins need to be broken down into amino acids before absorption. Then, in the small intestine, the process continues with the final digestion of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. This is where most nutrient breakdown happens, thanks to various enzymes released here. And finally, absorption mainly takes place in the small intestine, specifically through tiny finger-like structures called villi and microvilli. These structures increase the surface area, making nutrient absorption more efficient. So overall, digestion involves breaking down food into smaller, absorbable units, and the small intestine is the key site where this entire process culminates, ensuring our bodies get the nutrients they need. Now, let's talk about assisting in feeding and NG tube management. This is a crucial part of our role, ensuring the patient receives proper nutrition in a safe and comfortable way. It involves not only administering feeds, but also monitoring for complications like aspiration or displacement. Next, we need to keep a close eye on gastrointestinal disorders and nutritional needs. Every patient is unique, and understanding their specific GI issues helps us tailor our care effectively. Monitoring these conditions allows us to intervene early and prevent further complications. Educating patients on diet and hydration is another key area. Clear communication about proper nutrition and fluid intake empowers patients to participate actively in their recovery and maintain their health beyond our care. Additionally, administering oral and enteral medications safely is essential. Proper technique reduces the risk of errors or adverse effects, and it's important we follow protocols diligently. Finally, all these practices tie into the broader application and implications in nursing. They highlight how our comprehensive care approach supports patient safety, promotes healing, and enhances overall outcomes. This holistic perspective underscores the vital role nurses play in managing complex nutritional and gastrointestinal needs. So, to wrap things up, the digestive system plays a crucial role in ensuring proper digestion and absorption of nutrients, which is essential for maintaining overall health. It's not just about breaking down food, but also about making sure our body absorbs the nutrients it needs to function optimally. The accessory organs, such as the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder, are vital in supporting this process. They may not be part of the main digestive tract, but they perform key functions that keep digestion running smoothly. For example, the liver produces bile, which helps digest fats, while the pancreas releases enzymes that break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Understanding these roles is essential for effective nursing care because it helps us identify potential issues and provide better support for patients with digestive concerns. In summary, a thorough knowledge of the digestive system and its accessory organs enables us to deliver more comprehensive and effective care, ensuring our patients' nutritional health and overall well-being.